Okay, so now we're going to show how to make some projectiles. This little ellipse, let me toggle to full screen. This little ellipse is going to be my projectile. I'll call it a seed. It's a watermelon seed. Okay, and where do I want it to be projected from? I guess I need I need little Johnny's face. Hold on a moment. I'm going to go and grab, if I can. What should I be doing? Maybe I should. All right. Sorry, brain fart. Back up. Go here. All right. I'm going to pretend that we've got a picture of a little kid's face, out of which I'm going to spit the seed. So I'm going to draw that very quickly. There we go. That's his mouth. That's his little nose. Okay, it looks somewhat like a duck. And let's keep him. Well, let's call this Johnny. Okay. And what I'd like is that I'd like to spit the seed. So here it is. And I'd like it to spit in the direction that Johnny's facing, too. Okay, well, let's first get the thing to spit it all. So I'm going to bring up a viewer. I'm going to start with an empty script. I'm going to call it spit. And what do I need to do to spit? What should the first, so this thing is off over here somewhere. What can I do to get it to spit? Let's even pretend that it's hidden. It needs to be in the right place. So let's put it in the right place. So let's set its x and its y to be the same as Johnny's x and y. And we'll see where that, let me make it reappear so we know where it is. So seeds x become Johnny's x, seeds y becomes Johnny's y, and let's execute that once, and it puts the seed there. Okay, now it might have put the seed up here. What I need to do is I need to fuss with these values so that it puts the seed exactly where I want it to. And that's going to be relative to Johnny. So I really wanted Johnny's x. Okay, you think that I should say plus or minus, but what happens when Johnny is like this? Oh, if I increase the x, it's going to go this way. So what I want to do is I want it to take on Johnny's heading. I want it to go to the center of Johnny or just behind these lips. Take on Johnny's heading and then move forward so that it goes to the lips. So the way I'm going to do that, first of all, is I need to make it that Johnny's forward direction is this direction. Okay, so I'm going to take that green arrow, which says this is Johnny's forward direction, and if I hold down Shift, I can say that's forward for Johnny. Okay, so Johnny's x and Johnny's y become the seed's x and seed's y. And now what I want to do is I want to have it move forward by how much? Oh, I should change its heading too. What's its current heading? Let me make its heading equal to the Johnny's heading. So seed's heading should become Johnny's heading. So if I do that, which way is it heading right now? Okay, that's right. So the ellipse is heading this way. And now I just tell it to go forward. Whoops. I tell the seed to go forward by whatever distance that is. So 5, no, 20, no. maybe was 50. So it's a little bit of a guessing game. That's about right. Okay. Now my seed is going to be spit horizontally, so I might want to change the orientation, change the direction the seed is pointing by playing with its green arrow, but I'm just going to leave it. So that's where it's going to launch from. So now wherever I put Johnny's head, when I execute this, bonk, the seed goes there. And if I rotate this, bonk, the seed's there ready to launch. And now all I need to do is to start a script called fly. So I'm going to make a new script called fly. And all that does is make seed go forward by 5. And in this script, the spit script, I need to start the fly script ticking. I need to, right? So I want this to start. So if I click this once, it's ready to go. And if I start this ticking, it's been launched, right? And off it goes. So I want to not have to click on this clock. I'd like this script to automatically start that clock ticking. Does that make sense? And the way I do that is I look for start, and I see start script. So I put that in here, and it's going to simply start the script, which is called fly. And now, if I execute this once, I'm going to make a button for that, by the way. Add a button. Okay, good. There's my spit button. I don't need this anymore. I could hide it, but I'll leave it up there for you to see. If I click spit, boom, there's my projectile. Now, one thing that's kind of strange is that I can see it behind him. So really what I'd like is for it to not be shown, and then to vanish at some point, and then to re-show when it gets launched. And so keeping that in mind, I'm going to go to miscellaneous and use the show. I'm going to make seed show. Maybe I should put it here. Show it and then make it fly. So if it's vanished, it's gone now. And if I spit, boom, there it goes. Okay, so if it's vanished, spit there. And each time I click this button, I'm spitting that seed. And then the other thing I can do is I can test when this, well, I should make this thing go a little faster too, to look a little bit more realistic. Oh, I could record a sound. I could do a patoo sound, right? Let's see. Oh, you can't hear. Good enough. Okay, so the other thing they're going to do is when it gets to the end, or I want a graceful way for it to stop. Right now, what happens is this. So I could do a couple things. One is I could let the screen wrap, so it comes back and hits Johnny in the head. You can set the world so that it has a wrap feature. The other thing that you can do, whoops, hello, is you could just make it disappear and stop flying when it hits the edge, or when it hits the watermelon, or when a point is scored, or when, whatever condition you're going for happens. So I'm going to do the latter. So I'm going to, I'm simply going to do a test. And my test is on whether or not, let me go to the tests category, whether or not the seed obtrudes. That means it's sticking off the edge of something, of the container that it's in. And if it obtrudes, then I'm going to make it disappear. Miscellaneous, I will make it hide. And it doesn't matter once it's hidden whether it's still bouncing. But if I felt to be tidy somehow, it seems to me I ought to stop the script. So I'm going to do that just because like that. So I'm going to look for pause, and I'll say pause script fly. So now I've got that. So now I spit, and bonk, and you see the script is paused now. Is that annoying? So that's pretty much it, and we're out of time. So, so that's really what I did with this project. But I just made his head a separate object from his body. I found this little picture online, right? And then there's my spit button. And I also found a picture of a watermelon seed online. So, kind of fun. Okay.